Before God reveals your true identity, He begins by meticulously removing everything in your life that no longer serves the purpose He has set for you, everything that has been holding you back, everything that is outdated, irrelevant, or misaligned with the destiny He has carefully crafted for you before the foundation of the world. It is in these moments of apparent loss and separation that the divine hand of God works most powerfully, unseen but intentional, cutting away the distractions, the negative influences, the relationships that are toxic or draining, the environments that keep you small, and even the mindsets and habits that have unconsciously limited your potential. Every loss you feel, every door that closes unexpectedly, every person who leaves your life, every opportunity that seems to vanish, none of it is a mistake. It is God's way of pruning, preparing, and refining you so that when your true identity is revealed, it can shine without interference, without resistance, and without compromise. Often, the things we cling to are remnants of old versions of ourselves, pieces of a life that God never intended for us to settle into permanently. The relationships that brought temporary comfort may have also brought stagnation. The routines that seemed stable may have been keeping you from growth. The familiar may have been suffocating the extraordinary potential that God placed within you. This pruning process is not punishment. It is a sacred and intentional clearing, a divine removal designed to make space for the greatness that is coming. You might feel lonely, uncertain, or even anxious during this process, but those feelings are not signs of abandonment, they are signs of preparation. God is stripping away the superficial and the temporary so that the essence of who you truly are can emerge unburdened and powerful. This is why patience, faith, and trust in God's timing are crucial. You are not losing, you are being upgraded. You are not being abandoned, you are being aligned. The discomfort you feel now is temporary, but the transformation is eternal. Every moment of emptiness is a step toward fullness. Every moment of confusion is a step toward clarity. And every moment of solitude is a step toward visibility. Understand that God's pruning is precise and purposeful. He removes the unnecessary, not the essential. He removes the distractions, not the destiny. He removes what is counterfeit, not what is authentic. In this process, you are being ready to embrace your full power, to step confidently into the person He has always intended for you to become. By letting go of the old and trusting in the divine timing, you position yourself to receive the revelation of your identity in a way that is unshakable, undeniable, and unstoppable. This is the sacred work of God preparing you, molding you, and setting the stage for your true identity to be revealed in its fullest, most glorious, and most powerful form. When God is about to reveal your true identity, He begins by awakening the power of self-awareness within you, a deep, unshakable recognition of who you are at your core, beyond titles, labels, achievements, or societal expectations. This awakening is both subtle and profound, often starting as a quiet, persistent whisper in your heart, a sense that you are more than what the world has led you to believe. It may begin with moments of reflection, sudden realizations, or an undeniable pull toward truth, authenticity, and purpose. God starts to expose the layers of conditioning, false beliefs, and limiting thoughts that have held you captive to mediocrity, fear, or insecurity. He draws your attention to patterns in your life, to recurring struggles, to the ways you have compromised your potential to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. This process is not always comfortable. It challenges the ego, the pride, and the masks that have shielded you from vulnerability and self-truth. Yet it is essential because God's purpose is to strip away illusions so that your identity can be defined by divine truth rather than human perception. You begin to see yourself not through the lens of past failures, rejections, or criticisms, but through the lens of God's unwavering vision for you, the vision He planted before the foundation of the world. This awakening often brings clarity to your strengths, talents, passions, and unique gifts that have been underutilized or hidden. You start to recognize the extraordinary potential within you, the abilities that have been lying dormant, waiting for permission to awaken. God challenges you to embrace your worth, not based on external validation, but rooted in the understanding that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, chosen for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. This is a call to stand boldly in truth, to acknowledge your capabilities, and to reject the narratives of limitation and doubt that society, circumstances, or even your own mind have tried to impose. As this self-awareness grows, it brings with it a sense of accountability, responsibility, and courage. You begin to take ownership of your life, your decisions, and your trajectory, knowing that every thought, word, and action shapes the manifestation of your true identity. You understand that God is not simply revealing who you are. He is empowering you to live as that person fully, unapologetically, and without compromise. Alongside this awakening comes discernment, the ability to distinguish between what aligns with your true purpose and what distracts, hinders, or dilutes your potential. You gain clarity on relationships, opportunities, and choices, seeing which paths will nurture your growth and which will derail it. God uses experiences, challenges, and even setbacks as instruments to deepen your awareness, refine your vision, and sharpen your focus on the person you were created to be. In this process, the external noise of comparison, judgment, and societal expectations begins to fade, replaced by a quiet confidence rooted in divine truth. You learn to honor your journey, trust the timing of your life, and embrace the lessons that shape your character and resilience. Ultimately, this awakening is transformative, a spiritual and psychological recalibration that prepares you to fully embody the identity God has destined for you. It is the moment when self-discovery meets divine revelation, when the hidden treasures of your soul are illuminated, and when you are equipped to step into a life of purpose, influence, and unstoppable impact, guided by God's vision and powered by the awareness of who you truly are. When God is about to reveal your true identity, He begins to dismantle every mask, pretense, and facade you have worn to fit in, be accepted, or hide your vulnerabilities from the world. This is not a gentle process, but a divine unmasking, a purposeful stripping away of all that is not authentic, so that the real you, the version created in God's image, can emerge in full brilliance. You start noticing how much energy you have spent trying to be someone else, imitating ideals that were never yours, chasing approvals that never satisfied, and performing roles that did not reflect your soul's true calling. God wants you to understand that your value is not determined by external validation, titles, material possessions, or the fleeting opinions of others. Instead, your worth is intrinsic, sacred, and divinely appointed. This revelation often begins with moments of discomfort, confusion, and even frustration as old habits, toxic relationships, and societal expectations are exposed for what they are, barriers that have prevented you from stepping fully into your destiny. You may feel a stirring inside, a restless longing, a sudden awareness, an inner voice urging you to step away from what no longer serves you and embrace what is aligned with your God-given purpose. God uses this period of exposure to teach you discernment, to sharpen your perception of reality, and to awaken in you the courage to choose authenticity over acceptance. You begin to see clearly who truly supports your growth and who merely thrives on your compromise or conformity. This discernment is crucial because it allows you to surround yourself with people, opportunities, and environments that uplift your soul rather than drain it. As this clarity unfolds, you also start confronting your own fears and insecurities, those internal critics that have whispered lies about your abilities, your potential, and your value. God uses these confrontations to fortify your spirit, to remind you that you are equipped, prepared, and more than capable of fulfilling your divine purpose. The process teaches you patience and trust because revealing your true identity is not an overnight miracle. It is a journey, often slow, deliberate, and meticulously orchestrated by God. Along this journey, He introduces experiences that reflect who you are at your core, opportunities that mirror your gifts, and challenges that reveal your resilience. You learn to embrace the beauty of your uniqueness, to celebrate your talents, and to honor the experiences that have shaped you, even the painful ones, because they are all part of God's intricate design to prepare you for greatness. This revelation transforms your perspective. No longer do you measure yourself by other people's standards, but by the standard of divine purpose, which is unwavering and perfect. Your decisions begin to reflect your authentic self. You stop bending, compromising, or dimming your light to fit in. Instead, you move boldly in alignment with God's plan, confident that every step, even the uncertain ones, is guided and supported by His wisdom. As the process continues, you realize that revealing your true identity is not just for your benefit. It is a divine calling to impact others, to inspire, to lead, and to shine as an example of courage, authenticity, and unwavering faith. God is not only showing you who you are, He is positioning you to operate in your full potential, to step into roles and opportunities that align with your gifts, and to influence the world in a way only you can. This is the moment when clarity meets courage, authenticity meets purpose, and your soul rises in alignment with the divine blueprint for your life. It is a powerful, transformative awakening, and when it happens, you will no longer settle for less than God has designed for you, because you will fully know and embrace the extraordinary, unique, and unstoppable person He created you to be. When God begins to show you your true identity, He often leads you to confront the environments, situations, and influences that have been holding you back, silently shaping your perspective and limiting your potential. This is a crucial stage because it's not just about recognizing who you are. It's about understanding what has been keeping you from stepping fully into your purpose. You may suddenly notice patterns in your life that have repeated themselves over and over. Relationships that drain you, jobs that stifle your creativity, habits that suppress your growth, or beliefs instilled in you that no longer serve your highest good. These are not coincidences. They are signals from God designed to awaken discernment within you. As you observe these patterns, you realize that your environment has a profound impact on your ability to recognize and embrace your authentic self. God wants you to learn the power of intentional living, to consciously choose what you allow into your mind, heart, and life. Every person you encounter, every opportunity that comes your way, and every challenge that arises is a test of your alignment with your true identity. This realization often triggers a mix of emotions: fear, anxiety, relief, and excitement. Fear because stepping away from comfort zones or severing ties with toxic influences feels unsettling. Anxiety because the unknown looms ahead. Relief because clarity finally emerges. And excitement because the possibilities of living authentically begin to reveal themselves. God is teaching you that your true identity is incompatible with compromise, dishonesty, or living in spaces that suppress your growth. It is a call to radical self-respect and unwavering faith, a reminder that you cannot fully embody your purpose while accommodating what undermines it. During this period, you may feel the need to take bold actions, setting boundaries, ending relationships that are no longer healthy, leaving jobs that limit your potential, or pursuing paths that align with your passions and gifts. These actions are not impulsive, they are divinely guided. They reflect a growing awareness that your life is meant to operate in alignment with God's plan, not in conformity with fear, societal expectations, or external pressures. This process also requires discernment, patience, and courage. Discernment to identify what truly nurtures your soul versus what depletes it. Patience to trust the timing of God's unfolding plan, even when immediate results are not visible, and courage to take the necessary steps despite uncertainty and potential opposition. As you move through this stage, you begin to notice a transformation in your relationships. Those who resonate with your authentic self remain, those who do not gradually fade away. This is not about judgment or resentment. It is about creating space for divine alignment. God is clearing your life of influences that distract from your calling, allowing you to step into spaces and opportunities that are in perfect harmony with your true identity. You begin to understand the value of solitude, reflection, and prayer as tools to discern God's guidance more clearly. Silence becomes your ally because it allows you to hear His voice above the noise of the world, to recognize the nudges and prompts that direct you toward alignment, and to trust in the unfolding process. This is a sacred period of preparation where God equips you with clarity, wisdom, and insight necessary to embrace your full potential. You learn that protecting your energy, prioritizing your purpose, and investing in relationships and environments that cultivate growth are not selfish acts. They are essential acts of obedience to God's plan. Ultimately, this stage of revelation strengthens your confidence, sharpens your focus, and solidifies your commitment to living authentically. You no longer seek approval from the world. Instead, you seek alignment with God's truth and purpose for your life. Every decision, every action, and every interaction becomes infused with intentionality and divine alignment. By allowing God to guide you through this process, you step into a life marked by freedom, empowerment, and clarity. You begin to operate from a place of strength rather than compromise, from authenticity rather than pretense, and from purpose rather than obligation. This is the profound gift of God revealing your true identity, a life fully aligned with His vision, empowered by His guidance, and destined for impact, purpose, and extraordinary fulfillment. When God begins to reveal your true identity, one of the most profound lessons you learn is the importance of aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the purpose He has designed for you. Key point 5 focuses on the necessity of authenticity and integrity in every aspect of your life. Many people live in a state of compromise, attempting to fit into molds created by societal expectations, family pressures, or fear of rejection. They suppress their passions, hide their talents, and mute their voices, believing that survival requires conformity. But God's revelation of your true identity calls you to break free from these chains and to embrace the uniqueness He has embedded within you. You must recognize that authenticity is not merely a preference, it is a divine mandate. God never intended for you to live a diluted life, blending into the background or conforming to others' definitions of success. Your true self is powerful, creative, and intentionally designed to fulfill a specific purpose that no one else can fulfill. This stage often demands courage because living authentically can provoke resistance, criticism, and misunderstanding from those who do not recognize or accept your alignment with God's plan. Yet, God equips you with the strength, wisdom, and discernment needed to navigate opposition while remaining steadfast in your truth. You begin to realize that your identity is not defined by your past failures, the opinions of others, or temporary circumstances. God's perspective is eternal, and He sees the potential within you that the world often overlooks. Every gift, every passion, every inclination has been carefully placed within you as a tool to impact your environment, uplift others, and glorify Him. To operate in alignment with this revelation, you must cultivate a lifestyle of self-awareness, reflection, and intentionality. This means examining your motivations, questioning habits that no longer serve your growth, and intentionally choosing relationships, environments, and opportunities that honor your true self. It also requires a commitment to honesty with yourself, with God, and with those around you. Living authentically means speaking your truth with love, acting with integrity, and allowing your light to shine even when it challenges the status quo. During this season, you will notice a powerful shift in how you interact with the world. You stop seeking validation from those who misunderstand your journey and start finding fulfillment in alignment with God's purpose. Your confidence grows not from worldly approval, but from the deep inner knowing that you are walking in your divine calling. This revelation often brings clarity in decision-making. Choices that once felt confusing or overwhelming suddenly become clear because they align with the essence of who you are. Opportunities that resonate with your identity flow naturally, while distractions and detours lose their grip. You learn to discern what is beneficial and what is harmful, not through fear or anxiety, but through the guidance of the Spirit and the confidence of walking in truth. Furthermore, embracing your true identity empowers you to inspire others. When you live boldly, authentically, and faithfully, your life becomes a testament to God's goodness and purpose. Others begin to see that it is possible to live in alignment with divine calling, to stand strong against pressures to conform, and to embrace their uniqueness without apology. This influence extends far beyond personal gain. It impacts families, communities, and even generations to come. Living in your authentic self also cultivates peace and contentment. No longer do you struggle to maintain appearances, chase approval, or wrestle with self-doubt that arises from pretending to be someone you are not. Instead, you experience the freedom of walking fully in God's design, confident that you are equipped for the assignments and challenges He has placed before you. Key point 5 ultimately teaches that God's revelation of your true identity is not just about self-realization. It is about purposeful living. It is a call to fully embrace who you are, to walk courageously in your gifts, to act with integrity, and to impact the world in ways only you can. It reminds you that every trial, every challenge, and every moment of reflection has been orchestrated to prepare you to step fully into your authentic life, a life marked by divine alignment, unstoppable confidence, and profound influence. This is the essence of embracing your true identity, living boldly, faithfully, and unapologetically in accordance with the divine blueprint that God has written specifically for you. Key point 6 emphasizes the ultimate purpose and destiny that unfolds when God reveals your true identity, showing you not only who you are but also why you exist and how your life can impact the world in ways that align with His divine plan. This stage is about stepping into the fullness of your calling with courage, faith, and unwavering commitment. Understanding that your life is not a random series of events, but a meticulously designed journey with eternal significance. When God unveils your true self, it is a call to action, a divine invitation to live fully, boldly, and unapologetically according to the unique gifts, talents, and passions He has placed within you. You realize that every hardship, every setback, and every moment of struggle has been intentionally orchestrated to mold you, refine you, and prepare you for the greater purpose that lies ahead. These revelations instill a profound sense of responsibility to honor the gifts you have been entrusted with, to use them to uplift others, and to contribute to the world in ways that glorify God. At this point, the awareness of your divine design transcends mere personal fulfillment. It becomes a mission, a calling that carries influence far beyond your own life. You understand that your actions, your words, and even your daily choices have the potential to impact families, communities, and generations, creating a ripple effect of positive transformation that resonates through time. Embracing your true identity in this way also brings clarity in decision making. You begin to see paths that were once confusing or uncertain now illuminated with divine insight. Opportunities align, obstacles that once seemed insurmountable diminish, and the noise of doubt and fear fades because your focus is anchored in purpose and divine guidance. You develop a heightened sense of discernment, recognizing what aligns with your calling and what distracts from it, making choices with precision, confidence, and conviction. Furthermore, this revelation strengthens resilience. Understanding your divine purpose gives you the fortitude to endure trials, face opposition, and navigate setbacks without losing faith. You recognize that challenges are not signs of failure but instruments of preparation, designed to refine your character, strengthen your spirit, and equip you for the breakthrough that is already on its way. This resilience also inspires those around you. People are drawn to your courage, your clarity, and your unwavering commitment to live in alignment with your God-given identity. Your life becomes a beacon of hope and possibility, demonstrating that with faith, perseverance, and alignment with divine purpose, it is possible to rise above limitations and achieve extraordinary things. Key point 6 also emphasizes the importance of stewardship. When God reveals your identity and purpose, He entrusts you with influence, resources, and opportunities that must be handled wisely and with integrity. You are called to be faithful in small things, to honor every gift, and to act with wisdom in all areas of life, knowing that stewardship is a reflection of your character and a pathway to fulfilling your divine calling. Additionally, embracing your true identity fosters inner peace and confidence. No longer do you struggle with comparison, self-doubt, or the fear of inadequacy. You understand that you are uniquely created with intentionality, and this knowledge liberates you to act boldly, speak confidently, and pursue your mission with unwavering determination. Ultimately, key point 6 underscores that living in alignment with God's revelation of your true identity is the culmination of a divine process that encompasses preparation, refinement, and empowerment. It is the stage where you fully step into your calling, embracing the responsibilities, opportunities, and influence that come with knowing who you are and why you exist. It is a life marked by purpose, impact, courage, and unwavering faith. A life that not only fulfills your destiny but also glorifies God, transforms the world around you, and leaves a legacy that endures beyond your lifetime. This final key point reminds you that your true identity is not just a gift. It is a calling, and stepping into it fully is both your responsibility and your greatest opportunity to honor the divine plan God has meticulously designed for you.